What's up, everybody? Welcome to this impromptu live. I have a new setup. It looks a little funky compared to how it actually looks in my space, but I decided that I wanted to try to do something different with my space and with how my space looks. You know that sometimes just changing up your scenery, changing up your surroundings can help boost your mood a little bit, maybe give me some creative juices flowing, and we're going to see what we're going to do here. And for those of you who were on here this morning, I told you all I'll be back, so here I am. If I'm a little disoriented, forgive me, but you understand the circumstances, so I'm just looking for everything currently. Here we go. Let's have a conversation. Let's get this started. So, I want to start by addressing the title, Life Coach Talk, The Pursuit of Happiness. As I've told you guys, I took a life coaching certification. I offer that on my page, doing one-on-one coaching with people. So, if you look at the different tiers that I have on my page, that is one of the options. I focus on happiness, motivation, and anxiety coaching because those are all in my realm of study. So, the title here is The Pursuit of Happiness. Not to be confused with the book or the real life story or the movie, but just the pursuit of happiness. So, to start out, if I were to ask, well, let me check on the comments first. As somebody who is taking care of a terminally ill parent, my heart aches for you. Yeah, it's difficult. It was difficult for me yesterday, especially because last Sunday I had an intent to go see him, and he passed before I was able to actually go. So that was very hard for me. And then the week went by. A lot of people were over, a lot of messages, a lot of cards, a lot of phone calls, a lot of visits. So it was real, but it didn't really feel real until I got to Saturday, which was yesterday. And Saturday was typically my day to get my ukulele, get my speaker, and grab my mom, head over to the nursing home, sing some songs with him, talk to him. And I was like, wow, that's not on the agenda anymore. And this is something that has been a part of my life for a long time. This is not just like he came and went. It's like he got sick. There was different levels to it. And at every level I was there. And at every level I was giving of myself, spending that time and just being there for him whatever way that I could. And then to just wake up one day and be like, wow, it's over. It's tough. It's tough. It also kind of lends itself to my topic, the pursuit of happiness. If I were to ask anyone watching this live right now, or just ask in general, what is one thing that I could give you right now that would make you like 50% happier? And I'll just pause and ask that question again and just pause. What is one thing in your life that you could have right now? Like you don't have it right now, and like a genie comes and says, I'm going to give you one thing, one wish. You get to have this one thing right now, but you only get one. What is it that you would choose? And the funny thing is, I feel like a lot of people would say money, or somebody would say, I want to have knowledge of the stock market. I want to have a car. I want to have some kind of material possession, like something that I don't have right now that would make me richer, or a shiny new toy, or something expensive. I believe that's what the majority of people would think. But when it comes to happiness, those things come and go. Those things to me are fleeting, right? I've never been extremely driven by money. Even coming on here, doing this page, asking for Cash App sometimes, donations, super chats, and all that stuff is not because I just want to take money from you guys. It's because the things that you spend a lot of time doing, if you're not compensated for them, you're going to be broke. So if it wasn't for getting those things or asking for those things, this would just be a hobby. And there's nothing wrong with hobbies, but you guys know I spend hours doing this stuff. Hi, Ashley. How are you doing this evening? If I had one wish, I'm trying to end world hunger. That's valiant of you. That's a good one. That's a good one. There's enough resources in the world. If we're being honest here, there's enough resources in this world that world hunger should not exist. But that's another topic for a different day. But let's say you got this bag of money, right? $500,000 in this bag. I gave it to you. There's probably things that you could do with it right now that would make you happier right now. For me, I'd probably start by paying off some debt. As an immediate of what's going on in my life, I would make sure that me and my family are good in terms of being able to put together this memorial service in a way that we all like, that is not based on budget, and make sure that we have money afterwards and everybody's good. That would be like my immediate thing if I had this money. But the point of the matter is, no matter what it is that you did with that money right now, it's going to come and it's going to go. And we've seen plenty of people with lots of money that are very depressed. Doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Good to hear that. I wrote that originally until you repeated the question. It can be a deep question. It could be a deep question. I then had to dig deeper. My wish would be to show others what love and unity is, an action, not just a feeling. I do this now, or at least do my best, but actually be able to focus more on it. I hear you. I hear you. If you asked me that question when I was a kid, I would definitely say, give me a bag of money, give me a bunch of money. That's what I need. That's what's going to make me happy. Bob Marley said something like, money is just numbers and numbers never end. And that's kind of the point that I'm trying to make here. Happiness is the journey. Happiness is the process. It's not something that you ever just find and get. It's something that you wake up and choose every day. It's something that you wake up and choose every day. And I think that the happiness comes from being purposeful and intentional in the things that you do. Because we're all streamlined to do the same things. You're into this world. You go to school. We have all these subjects that we learn in school. They tell us that we need to get these certain high profile professions, get yourself a job, yada, yada, yada. And we can tend to just fall into a pattern. And that's why a lot of us feel like the money is a thing that does it for us. And then you see people who spend their whole career trying to get to a certain point. They get there, they get that desired salary that they hoped for, and they're like, I'm still not happy. Because happiness is not based on what you have or what you get. It's based on who you are, your sense of purpose, feeling like I'm in this world doing something that I am meant to do. That's how I feel about that. Hi, Jay Daly. That's how I feel about that. And I feel like I have spent a number of years thinking that my pursuit of happiness was to be rich or was to get money and find a way to just be a big business mogul or something. In celebration of your dad. Thank you so much, MC. Honestly, in thinking about him, man, this guy was very career driven. That's real. He was very, 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 very career driven, and he wanted me to be that way as well. But something that I can remember in his last couple of years, especially when he could still speak and communicate with me. I'm going to put this back up here. Especially while he could still speak and communicate with me, was to tell me that he is proud of the things that I'm doing, even my YouTube page. He would actually ask me, this was before I started covering Big Brother, but I had this page like the year before, and I was just putting up mental health posts. And one day, I remember I accidentally left one of my videos on the TV, and he happened to go out in the living room, and I guess he watched it. So I came out in the living room, and he was like, you did a very good job with your speech. And I was thinking, what speech? I didn't make any speech. And he was talking about what he saw on my YouTube page. And he was like, you have something going there. You should keep going with that. And he was like, if I could go back in my career and restart, I would do the things that you're doing now. And that was a big deal for me to hear, because all my life it was like, business, business, business. You got to do business. You got to do accounting like me, because that's where the money is at. Accounting, master's degree, PhD, and I'm not saying that I'll never do those things, but it was like, this was the things that you have to do in life. Like, this is the only options for you. And I was never a person who was really driven by school or really driven by any of that. Even when I said that I wanted to be a millionaire, which I still do, it wasn't just because I wanted to have a lot of money. It was because I didn't want to have a 9 to 5. Condolences. These I'm thankful for these. I really am. Condolences to you and your family. Your father is so proud of you. We all love you in this space and are here for you. Thank you so much. What do you think of the setup, by the way? I mean, I know it just maybe I'm gonna add a few things to it, but I made my setup a little bit different. It's not finalized yet. I'm still gonna tinker around with it, but I plan to do some life talks. I'm still going to be covering my reality TV, but I feel like right now what I feel in my heart to do is more life talks, because I like when I get on here and start talking about certain subjects. And then you guys put things in the chat box that are very thought provoking for me. And I know that I don't want to leave this earth without, sharing what I really have to give. And y'all know that I don't feel like I do that in any 9 to 5 setting, because 9 to 5 settings are just about making the money, making the dollar for the most part. Unless it's your own business, that's how they go for the most part. So I like platforms like this, which is my own platform, which I can talk about things unfiltered. I can talk about things that I feel matter to me. And I truly wish that my dad could be a part of this. But the way that I'm choosing to look at it, as somebody sent me a text message this morning, like, you take what they gave you, you take it with you. So you guys are getting those things that I got from him through what I'm giving to you. So it kind of carries on the legacy in a different way. Even though I'm not doing the same things that he's doing, I'm taking the best of those qualities that he provided for me, and I'm sharing those with the world, with my community, with my YouTube community. It's nice and calming. It is for me too. I took some time off this week, as you guys know. I didn't go to work. I was on here on and off a little bit, but I wasn't really in the right headspace really to do this until now. Now I feel like I am. Not because I'm over everything, but just because this is therapeutic for me. That's nice. I do the same for my parents in different ways as well. And during times like this, you really think back and review all the different things that have gone on in your life, all the different conversations that you had, good times, bad times, arguments, laughs, and you're like, I want to make all my moments from here on out meaningful. I want to do things that are meaningful. Don't think we're looking at your background. I see the shared look in your eyes and your father's eyes. I am telling you to follow your passion and not just degrees. Yeah, and I'm thankful that actually I wish you guys could see this. I don't know why it's showing the way that it's showing. Yeah, I can't really. adjust it right now. But this is actually a sign that has like a microphone on it and it says live. But for some reason, the background is blurring. Yeah, I agree, MC. I definitely agree. I found this page for a reason, I feel. I don't mean I found this page for a reason. I found this community for a reason. That's what I mean. Because for the last 7 to 8 months, you guys experienced a lot of what I was experiencing live. Hold on one second. Yeah. Like it's not, for whatever reason, when I put it up there, you're not seeing it like this, but just to show you guys what it is. I wanted to change up my space a little bit just to brighten the mood. I hope it doesn't fall on me. It fell earlier. There we go. It's not that bright for me, but at least now you can see it. Oh, but now you can't see me too good. We'll just keep this up for now. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I'll mess around with these settings. Thought it was a sad face. I was completely off. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell what it is. It just looks like a bright thing in the background, like the moon or something. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so I found this community for a reason, is what I was trying to say, because I was putting up my mental health posts for a year, and the lighting is nice on your face. Nobody was watching them. I had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 views per video. Made a couple of Big Brother posts. Those got really popular. And as I was covering Big Brother, my dad was declining. And I actually remember still, I'll never forget that the night before the finale of Big Brother 24, my dad had a stroke that night. And I was on the live when it happened. On the live, it was during the time where we were looking at all the Monte stuff that was going on. We were watching Turner sleep, and we were wondering if Taylor was going to make her way to final two because she didn't win part 1 or 2 of the HOH. I got the call. My dad had a stroke. I got off the live, went to the hospital, looked at him. He had oxygen in his nose. He was just laying there. His eyes were open, but he looked like he was about to check out. Then he looked like he was about to check out at that point, at that moment in time. And I was like, wow, this is it. This is what I said last September. I was thinking to myself, this is it. And then I remember all the community support that I got on here with all the people that are like, I'm praying for him, hoping he pulls through. Go take care of what you need to take care of, etc. So I left that live, went over to the hospital. I spent a couple of hours there. He was transferred to some other high-tech hospital that was an hour and change away from our house. My mom went with him. She told me, you don't have to go, because I had work the next day. And I came back, turned this back on. Everyone was like, how's he doing? praying for him, prayer emojis in the chat. How is mom doing? How are you doing? You know, how's he doing? We continued the live. I stayed on that live all night, basically, when we sat down and watched Taylor preparing her final speech. That was that same night. And if it was not for the fact that I was on here doing that, I don't know where my mental state would have been at that time. For real. She's hanging in. She's hanging in. Thanks for asking. I don't know where my mental state would have been at that time. And you know what? I covered the finale night. He pulled through. He pulled through. He even got a little bit better. He even got a little bit better. You know, he did a little rehab. He was able to speak a little bit again. You know, at that time, he fought through it. He fought for the next 8 or so months up until he didn't have any more fight in him. And I won't even say he didn't have any more fight in him. I would say he fought as much as he could. But everybody has their time. And something that I can say from him is that I know he spent a lot of time pursuing money. Right? This is a lesson that I learned. He spent a lot of time pursuing money. His last few years when he was in the house with me, aside from probably, you know, younger years before I was born, maybe early years, maybe when he was my age, but in terms of his adult life that I've seen him, I felt like some of his happiest times were when he was in the house with me. When I would take him in the car and I would take him past the old neighborhood and he could see the old neighbors, or when I took him to the barber shop, get his haircut. I was just showing my mom this picture that I had sent a friend. I don't know where my phone is, but there's a picture I had sent a friend a few years ago of him in the barber chair and how happy he was. Like, it was a bonding thing. And it's made me realize, like, happiness is the journey, not the destination. And I know that a lot of people have heard that one before, but I think it's really true. If you're not happy along the way to what you're trying to get, you're not going to be happy when you get it. Imagine if you spend, let's say, 10 years. You're like, in 10 years, I want to own this hair salon. I'm just picking something random, right? But you don't care about owning a hair salon. You just looked it up and realized that hair salons have the potential to make you a lot of money, right? So you don't really have a purpose behind that hair salon aside from getting money. But you're like, I'm putting this plan together, 10 years, put this money aside, get this certain type of license, hire these people, get this lawyer, do whatever, get my accountant all set up. So imagine you hate every part of that for those 10 years. Oh, I didn't even realize what that was, MC. Yeah, he used to love when I sang him that song. I'm pretty sure my video that I put up with him from last week, I'm pretty sure I sang that for him. I don't remember if I had that in the video, but I think I did. And even if it's not in that video, I still have the footage. But yeah, if you spend all that time, imagine you spend all that time, 10 years, doing things that you hate towards getting that one thing, right? Then you get that one thing, but you're like, what did I do with those last 10 years? I hated every bit of the last 10 years, and then I got the thing that I was trying to get, but I don't even enjoy that thing. It's all in the journey. You have to enjoy the journey, and you have to have a purpose behind the things that you're doing in that journey. Appreciate it. You did. Yeah, that video, I reposted it, but I watched it on the day that he passed. I haven't been able to really bring myself to watch it again, but I reposted it and other people watched it, and they told me the video brought them to tears. And it was a nice moment, and something told me, you don't know how many more chances you're going to get to do this, because despite the fact that he has kept fighting all this time, the time is not unlimited. It's going to run out at some point. And I felt like this has to be done right now. And if I hadn't done that and it had been sitting on my plate, goodness. Hold on one second. I just want to see something. Nah, it still doesn't really. Yeah, I'm going to figure this lighting situation out at some point. What's up, Van Hoot? I've just been talking about the pursuit of happiness, and really that for my life, I want to make sure that the things that I'm doing from here on out are meaningful for me, are purposeful for me, that I enjoy the moving parts of the journey. And that doesn't mean that you're going to enjoy every part of the journey, because some things are a grind. Some things you don't actually want to do, but they're necessary in order to get where you're going. Everyone who gets somewhere or makes it to somewhere they're trying to get, it requires some kind of sacrifice to do that. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing tonight? How's everyone doing tonight, by the way? How is everyone doing tonight? I want to know. I like to interact with everybody. I'm doing all right. You can't really see the work that I put towards doing this. It's hard to tell, but I got this backdrop. I was showing those who are on here already. I'm not going to do it again because I feel like it's going to fall, but this is actually like a cool sign, a cool neon sign. And I just rearranged my room a little bit because, like a change of scenery and just cleaning up, getting rid of things and changing things around elevates the mood a little bit. So we got some of the band in the building. I have this specific group of 5 that's here right now. I haven't seen in here at the same time in months, actually. Cindy. I've been a little bit stressed and a little bit depressed today. I'm sorry to hear that. Why is that? Let me know. Let me know why you have been stressed and depressed. And hopefully you feel better soon. I'm a little stressed too because I have to go back to work tomorrow, and really I feel like bereavement time should definitely be longer than 3, 4 days. Like, that's nothing. That is nothing. Nada. That's another reason why I want to control my own schedule, be my own boss. It's not just because I need to be the boss, it's because I'm bound by company rules. Hire a group of 5. Yeah, are you still here, Cindy? Let us know. Let us know what's going on. At one point in time, some of you had said that you would like a support group. I'm still down to do that. Um, yeah, I'm still down to do that. That's what I do for work, anyways. I give counseling, I do individual counseling, group counseling. Jay Daly said, love and hugs. Love and hugs, Cindy. Drop some hearts in the comments, y'all. Drop some hearts in the comments for Cindy. Going through a lot of medical issues, seeing a neurologist tomorrow for a biopsy, and I'm not sure, feeling a bit lonely. That's tough. Yeah, that's tough. I know you didn't mean to put, I don't know if you meant to do that or not, Van Hoot. Knowing you might have put that on purpose, but I read that as high maintenance, exactly how it's written. That was kind of funny. All right, hugs from MC. Don't know how long you'll be on here for, but I'll be in and out as I study. Cool, thank you. I don't know how long I'll be on here either. Kind of impromptu. Thank you, everyone. I didn't mean this time. I follow you on Instagram. Really? What's your Instagram name, Cindy? What's your Instagram name? I actually went to the gym on Saturday, and that was tough. And I'll tell you why it was tough, because usually when I've been going to the gym, I attributed the turnaround that I've made with my health and my fitness to just pushing because of watching my dad push. And I always thought about him every time I did something when it came to fitness. And oftentimes I would go see him after a fitness competition. And Sunday last week, I was planning to do the same. Just finished a fitness competition. Like, I'm going to go home, shower, head over to the nursing home, and wasn't able to do that. So this was my first time back in the gym since then. And it was really hard. For some reason, if you told me that, I don't remember. Animal movement and exercise. If you told me that, I don't remember. That's what's up, though. Everyone, let's go follow Cindy there if she's okay with that, of course. Sorry about your dad. Thank you. Very interesting. I thought you were going to say something boring. Oh, man. That's funny. Van Hoot is really smart, y'all. He is really smart. No, I never told you specifically. Yeah, what you told me was about stem cell treatment. So I thought it was something relating to that. First time of everything after a loss is hard. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. And then I had a dental procedure the day after, and my mouth still hurts. Like, I had a tooth extracted and it still hurts. So physically, I'm in pain also. That does not help. I have a migraine. How's your family, sir? Um, we're managing. You know, we have a lot of company coming, a lot of well wishes, a lot of phone calls, a lot of gifts, a lot of cards that we've gotten, text messages, social media messages. You know, I feel like we're early in the grieving stage, though, honestly. I don't really feel like I've gotten too deep into it yet, but for now, everything is okay for now. It's just like an empty feeling of just knowing that life as you knew it is just not going to be the same. People have always told me that losing a parent hits different, and I believed them, but now I feel it. Oh, I lost my dad 12 years ago, and it's been so hard, so I'll be keeping you in my prayers. Sorry to hear that, Cindy. Well, I went to the dentist over the weekend, and the dentist claims that there's no infection and that it was just a complicated procedure. And because of how difficult it was to take the tooth out, because it didn't just come out in one piece, he had to break it up and like take it out a little piece at a time. Apparently, that aggravated the nerve, and that nerve showed me the x-ray. The x-ray looks disgusting. And the nerve connects all the way from the tooth, the root of the tooth, going all the way up here through your brain. And that's where I feel all the pain. Here, ear pain, and migraine. It's terrible, really. I need to find. I'll be right back, y'all. Give me like a minute. I'm just trying to search for my phone really quick. I'm going to be utilizing my BRB screen. Alrighty. Now, what is going on with my camera? Okay, there we go. If y'all can't stomach this kind of stuff, I'll just recommend that you look away. I'll just recommend that you look away real quick because I can't really stomach this stuff, but it's mine. So, second to see if y'all will be able to see this. This crazy looking thing is where my tooth used to be. Yeah. This is like one of the top 5 most painful things I've ever experienced in life. Top 5. And I have broken bones, torn ligaments. Ouch, man. Let me see. I lost my dad 11 years ago. And my mom 6 years. Oh, I'm sorry. It absolutely hits differently. I always thought I would have been more devastated for my dad. But my mom was worse. I figured that's why you said that. Me and my mom didn't really get close until she got sick. That was kind of the situation with me and my dad. We got closer when he got sick and I was taking care of him. So I can relate. Ouch. Wishing you healing. Thank you. I need it. ASAP. I've been living off painkillers for the last week. I've been waking up at 3 to 4 o'clock every morning. Like I fall asleep at 12. Once the 4 hours have gone by with these painkillers, it hits me again, and I have to get up, take more, and then wait like half an hour for it to kick in for me to be able to fall back asleep. I cannot sleep for more than 4 hours at a time. It's crazy. Crazy. Wouldn't wish dental pain on anyone. Me neither. So the tooth that I had was impacted, which meant that it was growing into the wisdom tooth next to it. So it ended up getting a big cavity, and then it cracked, and there was no option to save the tooth. So the tooth just had to be removed. I don't even know why I started talking about it, because it just made it start hurting again. When I wasn't thinking about it, I feel like it hurt me a little bit less. And then I started um, thinking about it again, and it started hurting more. Where are we here? My heart aches for y'all who have lost parents. Wish I could say it gets easier as time goes by, but after 23 years, it doesn't really. You know, the irony for me is that when I used to work in the clinic, I somehow started running a grief group. I did not, it was not a grief group when I started, it was something else. So there was 6 people in the group, and somebody started talking about some loss they had experienced of some family member. And I was relating to them because of the loss I experienced losing my grandfather. And then all of a sudden, just like what happened here, all these different people were like, oh, yeah, I had this loss that I'm still dealing with. I have this loss and I have that loss. And then they asked me, like, would you be willing to change this into a grief group? And I'm like, do y'all think I'm qualified for that? Because I don't, I mean, I know like some basics about the 7 stages of grief, but I'm no expert. And I ended up running that group, and people really liked it. And now I'm thinking about the things that we talked about in there and trying my best to apply them to myself. Okay, you should strap a bag of frozen peas to your head like the old days. I did actually put ice on it for like a few days, and I found that it wasn't, I never had, my face never swole up, but the area is so painful. It is horrible. Trust me, it is horrible. Maybe I'll give that a try. Glad to have caught this. Nice community here. Yeah, the community is nice, Cindy. The community is the best part of this page. I love my community. I love my community. I just knew that when I got on here, they would provide me with something. I thought I was gonna get away with not plugging in my computer, but I got to, which means that I probably am gonna have to unplug my secondary light. So hold on. Ooh. Okay. Let me see if I turn off this light, or if I turn it down. Yeah, it just is what it is. I had to unplug my ring light because I only have so many outlets. I need to get another outlet. My bedroom light is not bright enough. Okay, where are we at? I'm sorry. I didn't expect to be on here so long. That's the reason why I didn't think it was gonna matter. I'm trying to scroll up. Okay, here we go. Thank you, MC. I'm realizing that as time passes, say the same thing to others as they start to lose their parents as well. Yes, Lisa D, look at God. So true. MC, my mom says the same. Never gets easier. There are moments or milestones, even decades later, like opening a wound all over again. My dad's memorial service is going to be on Mother's Day. How about that? Mom's father was buried on her birthday, and her husband's going to be not buried, but memorial service is going to be on Mother's Day. So sometimes you just can't catch a break. Feel for her. Oh, I think I can plug this in. Yeah, what am I think? Hold on a second. Hello. I don't know why my camera turned off, but I will be back in 1 second. Settings. Okay. I might have plugged too many things in at once. That could be the issue. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, I might have plugged too many things in at once. I don't know. Today I'm having so many technical difficulties. Now the whole setup looks different. All right. I'm trying to catch up again. My therapist has said there's no time stamp on the grief process. I like that. I like that. Smart therapist. Oh, now you guys can actually see my little thing that I bought. That's a great analogy. Reopening a wound at each milestone. Yes, it is. You know we're gonna try to keep you on longer, Mark. If I wasn't on here, I would probably just be laying in bed looking at pictures. So autocorrect. I can't believe it wrote main entrance chick. That's funny. Just 10 more minutes. If it's hard, but you can get through it, we all can. Absolutely. I need to take some Tylenol shortly because like being on here, but I'm seriously in pain. I might take a brief Tylenol break. I missed the main entrance thing. I didn't see that either. I missed that too. Take care of yourself first. Trust me, this pain is not going away anytime soon. Even if I get off of here, it's still not going away. All I'm saying is that it's getting to a point again where the Tylenol where the pills are wearing off, and I'm gonna need to take my next dose so that I can think and talk at the same time. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. I am going to do that right now. But I'm still here, y'all. All right. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I didn't want anything weird to happen with my live where they're like, oh, he was taking pills on camera. I understand that. Get the ibuprofen and the ice pack. The ibuprofen is the thing that's been helping me the most, but it's also been killing my stomach. So that's the reason why I'm taking the Tylenol right now instead of the ibuprofen, because my stomach has just been pain. It must have really been impacted. I feel for you. There's got to be a lot of shifting around. The dentist claims that I should start to feel relief in 72 hours, in the next 72 hours. And if that doesn't happen, I'm coming for him. Showing up at his doorstep. Like, I'm taking out one of your teeth. No anesthetic. Oh, man. I've never felt this much pain. You got to eat before the ibuprofen. Today, I basically cut out eating regular stuff. I ate mashed sweet potatoes. I had scrambled eggs. What else? Mashed sweet potatoes, scrambled eggs. I had a protein shake. Like, I completely was like, anything that makes my mouth hurt more, out of the diet. I looked up the diet that you're supposed to eat of soft foods and stuff. Yeah, and that's what I did. And that's what I plan to do until this stops hurting. Because I was eating everything because people have been bringing us food. I probably didn't do myself any favors, I have to admit, because we were getting people bringing us like curry chicken and spicy stuff, and you know, all these foods people have been bringing us for the week so that we don't have to cook. Been eating them all, and it's probably been aggravating the wound. I hate F dentists. I hate dentists unless any of you know a dentist. I've had two of mine removed. I had two wisdom tooth removed, and it didn't hurt as much as this tooth has hurt. But the guy was like, "Oh, this is fascinating. You have four roots on this molar." It's like, wow, I've never seen one like that, and it's such a big tooth. Nice, interesting. And he's like showing his dental assistant. And little did I know that all that meant is once this anesthetic wears off, you are going to be in a serious amount of pain. Hi, Dolly. How are you? Um, if you notice my demeanor changing, it's because the pain has increased as I've been on this live. But as I was telling everybody, I'm okay today. You know, I'm doing okay. I changed my room. I changed my setup a little bit. I was thinking about what I want to do for my page. I'm still going to do some reality TV stuff, but I want to do more life topics because that's important to me, especially now. How are you doing? Yeah, Lisa, it's getting close to that 10-minute time. It's getting close to that 10 more minute time because I'm going to lay down and turn the lights out for this migraine. Love the new look, but try to rest and take it easy. I've been trying to do that, but I have not been sleeping. Partially because of emotional pain, but partially because of like physical pain of my tooth that was removed. Heat 20 minutes, then ice 20 minutes, and repeat once an hour. I have not. That sounds interesting. What should I use for heat? Like a hot water bottle or something? Washcloth? What should I do for the heat part? I don't have an ice pack or anything, but I could use a bag of peas. Oh, yeah. I need to do that. I'm going to do that as soon as I get off here. Cindy, did you recently find my page? Or were you on here for a while? Just curious. Because I'm always curious as to how people have reached my page. Was it Big Brother? Was it after Big Brother? Was it a certain specific post? Oh, we got 8 people on here. It's so nice being with all of you again. I've missed so many lives lately. I haven't done too many lives though, Lisa. Lately, I've not done that many lives. So you haven't missed much. But we're about 2 months away from BB25. So at that point in time, the lives are going to be up. The the lives are going to be lit. Everybody's going to come back. I'm still in touch with a lot of people though. Like people email me or Instagram message me or Facebook message me. So I'm still in touch with quite a bit of the community, but not necessarily always through my YouTube page. Lisa, by the way, Lisa and I want to say Ashley, Lisa and Ashley, somebody else, Vicky. I don't think she's on here. Ashley was on here. Vicky is not on here right now. Ashley was on here at the beginning, but Lisa's here. Thank you all for those donations that you made towards getting me the new GoPro camera that I got. And I thanked you already, but specifically because I had that new camera, and with the old camera, I had taken footage of going to the nursing home to visit my dad the day that I left for Miami. I lost that footage. So as soon as I got the new camera that I got because of your donations, I was like, let me go and spend this day in the nursing home and record again. It was because of getting that camera again that I specifically went in to go and record that video, because I went in so many other times, didn't record anything. I was just in there talking, singing, whatever. But because I got that specific donation for that, and that was the main reason why I was so sad that I lost the camera, not the money, but the fact that I lost that footage is why I went and recreated that moment with him. Oh, the Tylenol is kicking in. The Tylenol is kicking in. Sorry, y'all, but if you ever had a pain this intense, I can't even describe when the pain meds start kicking in. For those of y'all that are on here that are mothers, was the pain this bad? Was the pain worse than this? Haven't been around much either. Miss you all. I need to get with you and Danny and start working on our stuff. Absolutely. Oh, now I know who you are, Cindy. Now I know exactly who you are. Yep. And you said you have communicated with John as well. Again, I mean, not again, because I didn't say this. I said it to you, Cindy. Shout out to John Brennan, because he prayed for me. He prayed for me and my dad. He continues to reach out to me, and I told him the day that my dad passed. He's been messaging me. He's been checking on me. He was telling me that his dad passing was the hardest moment of his life, and it happened, I think, within the last couple of years for him. Really, really good guy, man. John Brennan is a really good guy. Solid. You sent me the link to this page. Everything happens as it's supposed to, for a reason, season, or a lifetime. My pleasure. Oh my gosh, yes. I was so happy to see you redo that footage with your father. Thank you to all that donated it. Absolutely. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. But as far as I remember Lisa, Ashley's, and why did I forget her name? Vicky. You know, that's the reason why I said that, Lisa, as a disclaimer, because I was like, I'm talking about this being the worst pain ever, but I've described other types of pain and had mothers come for me. So I was like, let me throw that out there before somebody does that. in here or on the replay. Nothing compares to giving birth. Nothing. I believe you. I believe you. Truly one of the nicest people. Yes. And I also want to shout out Ayana, because people don't think she's nice. And I don't know. She has always been nice to me. And she's another person who has checked on me, reached out to me, and been there during this time. Good night, Lisa. Oh, what's up, Dite? Have you been on here this whole time? You just got here? By the way, Cindy, we still have to work something out. Definitely still up to discussing and having an interview with you. Whatever time you want to hop on my channel, we'll just talk about it and figure out the agenda, and we'll get it done. Terrible. Were you on this morning? I think you were on this morning. That's probably why you asked me that. I showed everyone the picture of what's going on in my mouth, and it's ugly. Patricia. What's up, Patricia? I'm very open. That's and I'm saying this to everybody on here. My platform, I have an open invitation for anyone who ever wants to hop on here. Open invitation. Just send me a message, hit me up. If you have my Instagram, or if you have my email address, or if you want to just put it in the comments, you can hop right on my channel. You're welcome. I'm still here. I'm just enjoying listening to the conversations. This is the longest I've been on here in a while, to be honest. I've been doing these 20-minute quick hitters lately, but surprisingly, my phone hasn't been ringing like crazy. See. Thank you so much. You can contact me when you get through with all your family and health issues. Show the picture again. Okay, disclaimer again. For anyone who has a weak stomach, disclaimer that this picture is ugly. That's what's going on the inside of my mouth right now. This is all like mucus and scarring and stuff, and a big hole where the tooth used to be. And every time I eat something or I drink something, it goes down in there. The nerve is aggravated and it shoots up through my head. Gives me an earache and a migraine. It is very, very painful. Extremely painful. And it happened the day after my dad passed. So it's just like I'm physically and emotionally in pain at the same time. Not a good feeling. But the good news is the dentist told me that there's not a bacteria infection. Oh, I took a picture of this thing behind me, by the way. You can't see it too good, but this is what it actually looks like in all its glory. I'm going to figure out how to reposition it and fix up my lighting and everything. Probably going to add a few more things to the background. I want to make my space into something that when I sit here and I turn this camera on and I'm in this space, I feel happy. Speaking of the pursuit of happiness, I actually have a chair on the way. I ordered a chair, swivel chair. That's going to come tomorrow. So I'm going to have my chair. So it's going to be more comfortable for me to sit in. Tomorrow I'm going to have to get myself a extension cord so that I can plug in all my stuff at the same time. Because what happened with my webcam is that it seems like there was not enough power to power my webcam and my ring light at the same time. You might not care about any of this stuff, but saltwater rinses. Yeah, I'm going to do that as soon as I get off here. I'm going to do that. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to do that. Dite was my official Dite and MC when my page was large and in charge during the Big Brother season, were the two people who reminded everyone to hit the like button and yes, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because I always forget to say that. Please. Matter of fact, I want to take this time to thank everybody for their support of myself, Mark, and the music and mental health movement. Please take this time to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Thank you. Cindy and I have talked about anxiety, depression, and those types of things. And I've talked about that stuff on my channel at length. And the road to me becoming a mental health counselor. And I think that all of the things that I had to learn to reinvent myself and to get myself out of those dark places benefits me so much during a time like now. Because I feel like if I didn't have those tools, I would be reeling right now. I don't know what I would be doing with myself. But I learned how to set boundaries. I've learned how to make sure to do an appropriate amount of self-care. I've learned, when to turn down phone calls. Like, I can't answer every phone call all day, every day, because it's too much for me sometimes. I've learned how to just look inside myself and really ask myself the hard questions. Yeah, except this year, because I'm monetized. Well, I'm actually probably going to be doing the live feed stuff on the other page, but I'm already speaking it into existence that that page is going to get monetized, and I won't have to keep saying it to you guys the whole time while I'm streaming the live, because now I have my StreamYard, and I can just have the banner going across the bottom of the screen. But in the meantime, if you guys appreciate my videos, if you appreciate this time that we spend together, the content that I'm giving you, feel free to hit that super chat, super thanks. If you want to get a channel membership, where I've been slacking, I'm sorry to my channel members, by the way. I know you guys understand what's been going on, but I do want to keep giving you guys the exclusive content. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to make a video maybe tomorrow or so, just giving you guys some inner thoughts of what's been going on this past week. Even though I've given a lot of that here, I might give like a really more exclusive one to the channel members. Anxiety is real. Healthy boundaries are so important. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Sub. And that way we can get Mark to come back with more content and updates. And it's a dream of mine to be able to get big enough on this that I don't have to do things that I don't want to do anymore, because none of this feels like work to me. I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. If I was an hour and 20 minutes on the clock, I would be counting every second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get on here and I start talking and I start reading the comments, and the time just goes. Oh, yes. If you want to see my reality TV specific content, I cover The Challenge and I cover Big Brother. This is the channel, not the one that you're on right now, but I've transferred a lot of my reality TV content. I have interviews on there. I interviewed Wes Bergman. I interviewed Alyssa Lopez. I interviewed Chaz from The Circle and John Brennan. And I do still have to migrate my Ayana interview over there. I just haven't gotten around to it. I have that on this channel. I have all those interviews on this channel, but you can find them easily on that channel because I have a category for it. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you because I can do that. Okay, I'm going to share this in a second so you can see the other page. Share screen because I'm high tech now. I know how to do a few things. This is the page. Mindful Reality, which is a page that focuses on. Oh, you saw that interview? Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. It's a page that focuses on covering reality TV from a mental health perspective. This is some of the stuff I've got on here. I've been covering Big Brother Canada, which is a dud, I'll admit. But I have some stuff of me, you know. That's when I met Hannah. This is Olivia from The Challenge. If you guys watch The Challenge, you got hit in the face with a golf ball, point blank range. Okay, Anissa. I got a lot of cool things on there. I got yeah, I have my interviews here.
Life. And so that was just the priority. It didn't matter what I thought of her at the moment. And then, the other thing that I do sometimes catch some flack from the other side, the people that think I threw her to the wolves too soon, or that I threw her to the wolves at all. But what they don't know is that for weeks and even months at that point in time, she had been in Kansas City doing irresponsible things that could.
That was Wes talking about D. If you know about D made some controversial comments on Twitter, and The Challenge cut her out from the show. Big D's. Yeah, the other thing I was showing was from Big D's birthday party. I don't really have all the footage over there. I have a couple of things from there. Actually, I guess that's the only thing from Big D's party that I put on this particular channel, but I will have to migrate some more stuff over there. But yeah, that's the other thing. I go to events. I have a couple of events coming up. May 2 to 3 things that I hopefully am still going to be going to in May. Let me stop sharing the page. But yeah, follow that page if you're interested. I meet these reality TV stars. I cover their shows. I've always had cool experiences talking to them, meeting them, and just it brings me to a different space. And doing interviews with them is something that I've started to do recently. I'm trying to see if I could show you guys. I have so much content in here, but I'm trying to see if I can find something to show you guys from that party that she's talking about. I caught a lot of flack because I said I didn't get to talk to Joseph. And everyone was like, oh my God, Mark hates Jailer. I've never hated Jailer. I questioned whether Jailer was going to last. They have not. And I shared my thoughts about that on the other page. We'll leave it at that. Oh. Okay, Dad. 71 years ago today, a star was... I don't know if you guys can hear this. Okay, Dad. 71 years ago today, a star was born. His name was Ebenezer. That's her name, Ebenezer. And later on down the road, he had 2 children. He had a wife, Lorna. And he has a son, Mark, and a daughter, Christelle. And I'm going to play you Happy Birthday on this ukulele. Okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dad. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you now? How old are you now? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, the Jailer hate. The Jailer hate. I actually got a bunch of Jailer stuff in my phone as well, funny enough. Cause I was a big Taylor fan. Yeah. Life's like that. I can't find it right now. Of course, when I need to find it, I can't find it, but oh, here we go. Here's everything. Let me see what we got here. That's Taylor. That's Joe. It's Taylor, Joe. That's Hannah right there. I don't know if you guys watched Love Island. That's Cinco from Love Island. I was telling Cinco, like, I'm not a big fan of your show. I wasn't a big fan of Love Island, but I liked the challenge. I enjoyed watching the challenge. You enjoyed the shorts. This was me. This is me and Taylor and Tiffany. I actually spoke to Taylor, despite people saying that I hate her. I spoke to her and told her she inspired me. And I told her I experienced some of the things that she experienced in the house. And I showed her my shirt that I made for her that said, "I am the point." She liked it. She probably had fans telling her other stuff. Oh, you didn't like Cinco? You probably watched him on his actual show. I did not. I only watched him on the Challenge USA. This was me and Hannah Chatta. This was I don't know what to call it. This was a moment, y'all. I love Hannah. This. That's Azza right there. Bye, Azza. Thank you so much. I had a great time meeting you. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Oh, nice to meet you. I definitely hope. Are you gonna come back on the challenge, Azza? Okay, so I'm at the bottom. That sounds like no to. I said that sounds like no to me. Big D is so fun in person. You and Hannah look cute together, just saying. Yep. It's kind of blurry, but that was me and Tiffany. Tiffany is so cool and funny. I like Tiffany. Y'all, I'm like a cookout stan. Like a cookout stand. So meeting half the cookout that night was so cool for me. So cool for me. This was from the night I was talking about. The Big Brother night. But he survived. He survived another, 8 months after that. So this man is a fighter. Because looking at him then, I was like, he doesn't got too much more to go. But he got through it. He survived COVID. He survived a lot of stuff. Loved the fit. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much more to say. I've been on here for an hour and a half. These were some of the people from the challenge event that I went to. That's Derek, Ayana, Mark Long. What is this lady's name? I can't think of it right now. Marie, sorry. Marie and Rachel. Rachel, who now does like fitness stuff. She has like a fitness thing on Paramount Plus. Pretty cool. She does workouts with reality TV stars. I asked her to give me one, but oh yeah. This was from last year. He always had like this hopeful look on his face. And that was his room. Well, he was in many different rooms, but I realize I have hundreds, lots of pictures and lots of videos over the last few years of, all this time. All this time. What what was this from? I don't remember. Anyways, y'all, I strongly appreciate this time that we've spent on here. Oh, what else we got here? That's Devin and that's Nehemiah. If y'all watch the challenge, Devin and Nehemiah. Devin, was so exceptionally nice. Nehemiah was nice too, but Devin was like exceptionally nice. That's Cyrus. Cool dude. Cynthia. That's John A. That's 500K John A. Out here. Derek. We got Derek. Anyways, where are we at? Mark, you light up when you're doing your great interviews and you're so professional with it. Blessings to you. Keep pushing and doing what makes you happy. I need to get into my next interview. So I have to start reaching out to people again, and maybe I'll get John back on here. What do y'all think? Would y'all be interested in seeing a part 2 with John Brennan? I've always wanted to get John back up here. It's just that the interview was so recent. But I liked having John on here. Prayers up for your new guardian angel. I have to go, but this has been helpful to me. Thank you, everyone. I'll be holding you in my thoughts and prayers. I hope you get to feeling better. Thanks for coming, Cindy. Is this the first live you've been on? Probably. I assume so. I'm leaving very shortly too, by the way. Stay blessed and be blessed. Yeah, my 10 minutes. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that the Tylenol kicked in, my 10 minutes would have been 5 minutes. But at some point, the pain went from a 12 out of 10 to like a 4 out of 10. So it's bearable now. That's why I'm still here. Okay. Well, I hope that you come back often, Cindy. Sounds cool. Yeah, 10 minutes has been, I don't know, 20 today. I've said 10 minutes and been on for another hour, 2 hours. So it's to be expected at this point. All right, y'all. Thank you for keeping me company. And thanks for the words of encouragement, the stories that we've shared. I'm probably going to come on here more often just for this, you know. It's not always going to be like this. Obviously, now there's things that are like fresh and raw that I'm healing from. But I do want to come on here and talk about some real life topics. Because that's what I do. That's what I do anyways, you know. Oh, maybe I can find a video of that before I go, MC. Maybe I can find a video of that. If I don't find it in the next couple of minutes, oh yeah, you guys are definitely an outlet for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on here. Let me not make that sound crazy. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on here right now. if you guys were not an outlet for me. I'm trying to look for a video to show you guys, but feeling today. Yeah. I might not be able to find it right now. However, oh, look at Anissa. Yeah, anyways, my 10 minutes has been what, 20, Lisa, 30? It's all good. Till we meet up again. As always, peace and blessings to you. Thank you, and good night, y'all. Talk to you soon. I want to take this time to thank everybody for their support of myself, Mark, and the music and mental health movement. Please take this time to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Thank you.